So the student dress code, it's going to be navy blue, baby blue collar tops. And also the same goes for jackets. It has to be a Jefferson logo school spirit shirt or a spirit jacket, or it has to be completely plain for the tops. The bottoms are gonna be navy blue as well. Blue jeans are fine as long as there's no rips or tears. That's gonna be fine. So at least for the pants. No gray jackets, no white, and no black. Black especially. We're trying to get rid of the old clothing, so please, if you need clothes, come see me. I have tons. If you guys do need clothes, please just reach out to me. I have tons of shirts, tons of pants. I have some jackets left, but if you guys do need loaners, please come see me. How it works for loaners. When you guys come see me in the morning, what I do is you guys have to sign out on a sheet. You guys sign your first, last name, grade, ID number, and what you guys took, and you guys will exchange your clothes for my clothes. And after school, you guys have to wait at 2:50 by my door to get your clothes back so I can exchange my stuff. And that's basically it.
Hi, my name is Miss Stewart. I am your teacher librarian here at Jefferson Middle School. The checkout policy is you can get 3 books, and I like to say for 3 weeks, but if you're still reading it after 3 weeks, renew it. It's no big deal. Keep it, but as long as you bring the book back, I'm happy. The library is open before school for about 20 minutes. All of lunchtime, all 3 lunches, we're open, so come on in after you eat. And then we're open after school, but if there is tutoring going on, you gotta come in and you gotta do your homework. That's what you gotta do during tutoring after school.
My name is Sam Gersal. I came from Millikan High School. Over there, I provided, we call it STEM support, science, technology, engineering, math support to our students who needed help. That's what I did there. So I'm very well versed in those subject matters.
Hi, would you like to check out a book?
Yes.
Could I see your ID, please? Okay. You're all good to go. Have a nice day.
This is our important Black People series at Jefferson Leadership Academy for Black History Month. Fairchild Channel F video game console. Never heard of it? Well, you should have. It was the very first video game console that allows different games using removable cartridges. Sound familiar? That's because companies like Nintendo and Atari followed suit and popularized removable cartridges. Until that time, people could only play games that were built into the console themselves. This console, to put it lightly, changed the face of video games as we know it. The original console was invented by Jerry Lawson in 1976, who revolutionized the at-home gaming market with his leadership and innovation. Jerry is now known as the father of modern gaming. He was a pioneer of the video games, first and foremost, but he was also one of the only African-American engineers in his field. Jerry Lawson was born in Brooklyn in 1940 and always had a love for science and engineering. Growing up in Queens, his role model was George Washington Carver, another prominent Black inventor. I had a picture of George Washington Carver on the wall next to my desk. He said, "To vintage computing and gaming." His first grade teacher told him, "This could be you." He told the publication that his kind of influence led me to feel I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to be something. He was self-taught. At the age of 13, he received his amateur ham radio license that would save the money he earned from repairing television set to build his own station in his room. In 1970, he became an applications engineer and consultant for Fairchild Semiconductor in Silicon Valley. He created an early game, Demolition Derby, in his garage, which became one of the earliest microprocessor games. By the mid-1970s, he became the chief hardware engineer and director of engineering and marketing at the video game division at Fairchild. In that position, he led the development of Fairchild F console, which was released in 1976. The technology was first where people could remove cartridges at home. The technology was licensed from Alpex, but Lawson and his team changed the technology to use Fairchild 8 processor, as well as figuring out how to make interchangeable cartridges work without causing electrical damage. Now people had a stockpile of games at home, creating a new revenue stream manufacturers through game sales, a foundation that the video game industry relies on today. The Channel F also featured an 8-way joystick designed by Jerry Annie Pause Button, also the very first for an at-home video game console. Unfortunately, other companies caught in the wind of what Jerry was doing, worked to make versions that were higher powered with better marketing, and came the release of the Atari 2600 in 1977. whose popularity overshadowed Jerry's console, but the community begs to differ as Lawson's innovations as the first person to make removable cartridges and the revenue model that followed earned him the title the father of modern gaming. Jerry Lawson was the only black engineer from the Homebrew Computer Club in Silicon Valley, a hobbyist group which included Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. His work didn't go unnoticed though. In 1980, Jerry Lawson left Fairchild to create his own video game development company, VideoSoft, which actually made the software for the Atari 2600. For all the students at Jefferson who played PS5 and the Xbox Series X, you have Jerry Lawson to thank for that.
You heard of Amelia Earhart, right? But have you heard of Bessie Coleman? I didn't think so. Well, let's fix that. Not only is her story inspiring and impressive, but it's first. She got her pilot license 2 years before Amelia Earhart. And if you think it was hard to be a woman pilot when it was hardly any in the entire world, imagine being a black woman pilot at a time when America was still segregated. But here is what you're gonna learn about Bessie Coleman. She didn't give up. She didn't give up when she dropped out of college because she couldn't afford it. She didn't give up when she had to move to a different city, Chicago. She didn't give up when she had to become a manicurist, something that she didn't want to do. She became the best and the most popular manicurist. And she didn't give up in the summer of 1919 when Chicago experienced the worst race riot in history. And she didn't give up when every flying school in America turned her down because of her gender and the color of her skin. Instead, she looked for help. She went to the publisher of Chicago Weekly Defender, a historic black newspaper, and took his advice, and his advice was not easy. He told her to get another job, take French classes, and apply again to aviation schools, but this time abroad, and it worked. She was accepted on her own merit by France's most prestigious flight school, and she graduated, becoming the very first American of any race or gender to earn her license. And she inspired generations of men and women aviators around the world.